Hello, 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 everybody. How in the world are you? Good to see you. Welcome to Nez Nation Live Sunday edition. How's everybody doing today? Come on in, come on in. Make sure you smash the smash button. This is episode dose of the social media and tech news segment that we're adding to the channel. I hope you guys liked episode 1. If you haven't seen episode 1, if you're watching this on the replay, I'll leave a card up above, or you can just go to youtube.com/Professor Nez and check out episode 1, where we talked a lot about Instagram TV. We talked a lot of social media innovations and creations. The whole premise of this show is to bring you some insight, some thoughtful commentary, some context on what's happening in the world of digital media, social media culture, and tech news. So you and I can better utilize this information for our brands, our businesses, our platforms, building our careers, growing our businesses, and building our communities. If you don't know who I am Professor Nez, your personal branding coach, speaker, author, business owner, as well as a business communications professor. But at the heart of the hearts, I'm a live stream content creating machine. I love doing this. It's so good to see you guys. This is where we bring a little bit more humanness to this digitalness. This awesome Nez Nation family, I'm going to get back into the chat really, really quickly. This is a family that is full of educators, content creators, live streamers, podcasters, business owners, trainers, professionals, you name it, social media strategists. We come together and we bring to you the best, helping you discover your purpose. Who are you? What are you? What are you all about? And then how to craft a message to the world so that you can better impact your audience. Mindset and messaging, that is what we're all about. And today we're going to be talking about YouTube Adpocalypse Part Dose. Holy macadamian nut. It's the YouTube Adpocalypse Part Dose. Serious changes happening. They came out with a brand new community strikes template and policy. We're going to talk about that and what that means for you and me. We've also got some insane brand new tech coming out. I mean, it's the era of the foldable smartphone. I'm going to talk about Huawei, what they're doing. I'm going to talk about Galaxy, Samsung, what they're doing, and a whole lot more. So come on in, come on in. Make sure you smash the smash button. That's the button that looks like this, otherwise known as the snatch button or the like button or the smash button. I call it the smash button, whatever you call it. Please make sure that you hit that. You might want to share this out with somebody you know. You might want to share this out on Twitter. Let me know. I'll give you a shout out. Share this out on Twitter. If you know anybody who could use some of the insights, a little bit more context on what's going on in social media and tech, you may want to share this out to them. Good to see you. Come on in. Come on in. How's everybody doing? My favorite people on planet Earth. How are my favorite people on planet Earth? Give it up. Hybrid Steel, good to see you. Sorry, I missed your intro. Good to see you, Hybrid. Yes, I'll go over that right now. Flash in your pan. Hashtag Flash Fam in the house. Good to see you. We've got Bree Palmer. How are you, Bree? So good to see you here. Did I just have a stroke, or did the stream flip from a video to the stream? You did not have a stroke. No, that's how magical the Nez Nation Live show is. It went from video to stream just like that. You see how good I am, Hybrid? How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. You know what? I'm not really sure. I think it's Huawei, but I could be wrong. Huawei. Yeah, I don't even know. That's a good question, Bree. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, Flash Fam is in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Make sure you share. Make sure you smash the smash button. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Luis in the house. Good to see you, Luis. Our mod in charge. Make sure you share this out, y'all. Good to see you, Luis. How are you? Fantastic to see you. Gerald Wade is in the house. Look at that. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. It is Gerald. I can't even watch it because it's still loading. Are we having some connection issues? Let me see what's going on here. You know, I was having zero problems going live earlier. It says that we are, oh yeah, okay, so it says the stream is a little bit funkadelic. Look at that, Brad Friedman in the house. Good to see you, Brad. That is very strange. I apologize. We've been doing so good lately. I don't know why it's having a little bit of a funky mess here. It seems to be that YouTube is the toughest. It seems that YouTube, we always have the toughest time. I streamed in 1080p on Twitch, Facebook, and Periscope earlier, but it does look like the stream is... Let me know if you guys are experiencing lag or if that's just Gerald. I apologize. Hybrid says, okay, Midnight Madness is in the house. Good to see you, Midnight Madness. That's so strange. I don't know why. Buffering a little bit on my end. Hybrid says I'm getting buffering every 40 seconds-ish. It never ends. It never ends. Just when you think you got everything figured out, it gets all funkadelic. RPM Nexus, how are you? Come on in. Good to see you. Make sure you share this out. Make sure you smash the smash button. I apologize for the technical difficulties. It does look like I'm looking at my live stream feedback here. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. Okay, so they might experience some buffering. Hopefully that will change. Dan Norton in the house. Good to see you, Dan Morton. Come on in, come on in. I apologize for the buffering. I don't quite know what to do. I can take it off of HD just to kind of see if that would make a difference. And yeah, it seems like YouTube is the toughest place, and it's the place that I love to go live the most. But it seems to be Christian Ready, Ahmed in the house, Dan Norton in the house. How are you guys? Christian Ready, good for you. Good to see you, my friend. It's always fantastic. And Cricket Wilson is in the house. Good to see you, Cricket. Fantastic to see you guys. Yeah, I apologize if there's buffering. I just took it off HD. Let's see if that makes a difference. Let me know how it's coming in. And Super Dave is in the house. Brad Friedman, how are you, sir? So good to see you. Doug Hewson in the house. YT. Doug Hewson, DHYT. I call him DH. Good to see you, DH. Make sure you smash that smash button. Come on in, come on in. Good to see you. Brad says, I too am getting buffering every couple of seconds. Yeah. And I even took HD off, so it still is acting a little bit funkadelic. I'm going to do the best I can. I apologize. It's so funny. One week it'll go perfectly well. I can shoot in 1080p or stream in 1080p, which I did. And then now I'm not even in HD and it's still buffering. So I don't really know what's going on. I really, really apologize, guys. I'm not even streaming now in HD. I'm totally streaming in a lot lesser. I'm streaming in a lot lesser video quality than usual. Barb Tomlin in the house. Good to see you, Barb. How in the world are you? Super Dave, good to see you. So I want to talk. We're just going to kind of roll with it. That's what we got to do. We just have to roll with it. Do the best that we can. It's so funny because Patty Broussard, great to see you. How are you? Good to see you, Patty. Now the Nez Nation family is intact. We are all here. We're missing Neil. Where's Neil? Where's the rest of the gang? Hopefully they'll make it here soon. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the stream. I really apologize. If you're getting buffering, let me know. Let me know what it's coming in on your end. I don't know why this is happening. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm just kind of trying to send them feedback, I guess. Let's see. I'm going to say terrible buffering and just see. What can I send them in the feedback? You guys tell me. With a good connection, I'm going to say. I don't know. Whatever that means. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that does any good. Okay, thank you, Midnight. Midnight says, it's working okay for me so far on 480. Gosh, the fact that you're seeing all this loveliness in 480 is totally depressing to me. It's just depressing. Well, look at that. Dan Norton says I'm in 720 and I'm doing okay. Well, fantastic. That's really, really great to see that. Michael Daniels, thank you so much for the super chat. Mr. Michael Daniels, you are the best. I really appreciate it. Loved your stream the other day on the Zoom features. It was fantastic. Great to see you, Michael. Thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? I'm just going to do the best we can. I don't know what's going on with the stream. I apologize, but I'm going to do the best I can to just keep trucking on. Hopefully you can too. Let me know if it gets worse. So, big news in YouTube. Big news in YouTube. I'm sure you've been hearing about it on the other streams. A lot of content creators have been talking about it. Some of them have been downright ranting and raving about it. And they've been calling this the Adpocalypse Part 2. If you don't know what's been going on, there was some serious, I'll just go ahead and say it, just some serious malicious comments towards children that were made on certain channels on YouTube that sparked this outrage online if you didn't hear about it. And, one reporter even calling it a pedophilia porno ring started on this chat in the comments section to one specific video in context, and it basically sparked this huge outrage. Advertisers like Nestle and other big companies started migrating off the platform, taking their ad dollars elsewhere, and a lot of people were getting demonetized. A lot of YouTubers were getting, even channels, not only getting demonetized, videos that were otherwise always considered safe and compliant, but even some channels getting fully deleted. And it has sparked this outrage online. Philip DeFranco's talking about it. A lot of us have been talking about it. And, I wanted to kind of bring this up because the name of this segment is Social Media and Tech News. And this is the biggest news that has really dropped this week. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate that. And it's really, we just can't handle you in 1080. That's right. I'm very tough to handle in 1080. Thank you so much, Bree. It's really caused an uproar. A lot of creators are very, very upset. A lot of people have been saying that YouTube has not been handling this very well, that just demonetizing, the creator and not actually disabling the chat or not actually disabling comments, or you're really going after the perpetrators who are really keeping this thing on the negative side. And so what I wanted to talk to you guys about is I want to find out what you guys think about this. What do you guys think about what's been happening? And what do you guys think about this so-called Adpocalypse Part 2? And if you haven't heard, there's a brand new, YouTube just launched on their official blog, there's a brand new community strikes policy. Brand new. A whole new community strikes policy. And a lot of people in the chat here are amazing YouTubers and content creators, and those of you watching on the replay, a lot of people make their money, they're living on YouTube using this platform to leverage for their business, for their brand. What do you guys think about this this latest sort of saga in the drama, the never-ending drama that is YouTube, and how they handle situations like this? I'd love for you guys to know. Let me know in the chat what you guys think of what's going on in YouTube. Christian says, methinks it's a tempest in a teapot. Aha. Is that a fact? RPM says, yeah, it happens, but something shouldn't happen is not telling me how many others has done it too. Okay. Let's see what's going off here. Yes, exactly, Hybrid. See what you did? He takes a week off YouTube, goes to the toilet, and then look what happens. Way to go, Hybrid. Thanks a lot. Bree says, some horrible shit happening on kids' channels. Scary stuff for parents. Yeah, I can only imagine. I'm a father. I've got 2 kids. This is not good. I mean, this is really kind of, it's disheartening, A, and B, it's sad because, one of the things that we do here at Nez Nation Live is, I say this all the time, this is our mantra. We try to bring more humanness to this digitalness. Well, why? What's the point of that, Nez? Why do you even want to do that? Well, the point of it is because of exactly what's going on right now. I think it's really important to show that these are tools. YouTube is a tool. Online media, social media, branding, it's all a tool. It depends on how we wield that tool that makes all the difference in the world. And there's always going to be some that are, good and some that are bad. Usually, for the most part, the good outweigh the bad. From a kind of quantitative standpoint. And so when I say we want to bring more humanness to this digital, it's the exact antithesis of what's going on in the latest YouTube saga. And that is people who are really just taking advantage of, first of all, taking advantage of children, which are the most important human beings, right? And, weaponizing the comments section to kind of create this terrible image and terrible brand for just online communication and online interaction and just being a YouTuber. It just adds further to the stigma that being a YouTuber, being a content creator is for these, people who have no respect for society, or they denigrate society. It's degrading to what, society should be striving towards, and all these things that you hear. And so that kind of stuff just absolutely drives me crazy. Hey, Modern Day Tech, good to see you. Fantastic. Patty Broussard says, protect the kids, whatever it takes. Okay, you're saying the buffering is back. Okay, I'll take the HD off. I tried to. Yeah, it's not getting any better on my end either. I apologize. I'll take the HD off, and hopefully that'll make a better. Gosh, it's so frustrating, guys. I'm so sorry. I thought we solved this problem. I'm telling you, it is not that I'm blaming anybody, but it's definitely not on my end. It's just not. It can't be. Because I just shot in 1080, I just streamed in 1080p on Twitch, on Twitter, on Periscope, and on Facebook, and nothing happened. Nothing. Oh, look who's late as usual. Neil. Where in the world have you been, Neil? I can't believe you, Neil. How could you do this to me? It really bums me out. Looks like Bree shared a link. It's pretty bad stuff. I actually want to see what you put up here. Let me see if I can click on that. Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of horror stories about what's been going on. I mean, what do you guys think? I think that, and I'm going to go over these new community strikes and what this means for me. There's no way that you can let YouTube off the hook here. There's no way that you can say that, trying to take care of this situation and quell this situation as fast as possible is not, that they didn't try to do the best that they can. But maybe the way that they kind of really penalize creators and penalize the way this has been an ongoing thing with YouTube. Like, people don't understand. YouTube is a business. We are very, very lucky to have this amazing platform where we can connect with these amazing creators, with these amazing people like Super Dave, Neil, Patty, Bree, Flash, and so on, Modern Day Tech, Christian, Luis. We have this amazing platform, which is free, where we can actually create value. We can actually create our story and share that with the world. And it's all free. Not only that, on top of that, we can make money, passive income. Be it small or big, it's still passive income doing something that we love. So, that's one thing you got to put into perspective. YouTube, the only way for us to generate this free capacity is they've got to make money, and the only way they're making money is through advertising, right? Even though they're owned by Google, and Google's got several products and a diversified portfolio, YouTube itself, okay, Google is the parent company, YouTube itself it's a business. And not only that, but they really do value their image. So they went after some creators pretty hard, demonetized a lot of channels, even deleted a lot of channels. I think when it comes to children, that's a really, really touchy subject, and it can get really, really bad. And I think that they're doing the best they can. But I'm not really here to comment on what they did or how they did it. What I'm here to comment on is the results of what's going on. And the results of that are the new policy community strike system. They just released a brand new community. How many people realize in the chat? Let me know. I'm about to sneeze here. Let me know in the chat. Excuse me. Sorry. Let me know in the chat if you know about the new policies, the new community strike policy, and what's going on, and the fact that they thank you guys so much. I'm over the tech stuff. I'm over it. I don't even want to talk about it. It's so pissing me off and so frustrating. I don't even care. At this point, I just have to move on, because the more I think about it, the more upset I get. And it just drives me crazy. I've been working on this trying to get this fixed. Didn't have any problems I went live 15 times today practically. And I'm so sick of YouTube doing this. I'm so sick of like having these problems. I don't even know what to do anymore. I mean, there's no way this is on my end. I don't even care about it. Forget the buffering. If it really is that bad, I apologize. I don't know what else to do about it. I have to keep going. Got to keep going with the show. It's super frustrating because everything was going beautiful earlier. And it's just, there's just nothing I can do about it, guys. Sorry. But anyway, back to the community strikes. And I'm going to share with you what they have done and what those new consistent strikes and community strikes entail. But let me know if you've heard anything about it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Bree. I was trying to hold that back for a while. Midnight says, what kind of a sneeze was that? That's a Nez sneeze. What do you mean, what kind of a sneeze is that? Louise says, do you know why this all started with YouTube? Yeah, okay, so Launchpad says, yeah, I saw that Creator Insider video about it. Yes. Flash says, parents need to take more responsibility for what their kids watch. Now, that's a really good point. Thank you so much, Patty. Now that's a really, really good point. Yes, that's a really good point. It's almost as if, yes, I do agree with you. I do think that it should be. I do think that parents have a major responsibility with that. But at the same time, when you are having your kids, you're a parent, you're a human being. You can't watch them every second. When you see them watching a children's program on a channel or an app, you do, and I do this all the time, you do expect, okay, they're good. That's a kid's channel. And then when this whole kind of craziness happened where, there was just like this slew of comments that were attacking kids and in very malicious, pornographic ways, that can be a major, major problem. But the problem wasn't that, this isn't really an issue of should parents be irresponsible or not. This is an issue of, look, advertisers said we're out of here. And YouTube's response to it was to demonetize a lot of channels. Yes, sneeze. That's it, RPM. And it's a snez. That's exactly right. Yeah, my kids make fun of me all the time too. And so thank you so much. I appreciate it. And so Modern Day Tech says, I don't let my kids watch YouTube unless she's with me. Really interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share, okay? I'm going to share this is officially from the actual blog. This is from the YouTube creator blog. This is the official word on the new community strike policy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen just so you guys can see this. And so if you look here, it says here, previously, I'm reading actually this paragraph right here. Previously, not all strikes had the same penalty on your channel. For example, first strikes on videos would trigger a 90-day freeze on live streaming, and second strikes would result in a 2-week freeze on new video uploads. We heard from many of you that this was confusing and the penalty didn't match the source of the strike. Now, based on your feedback, all community guideline strikes will have the same penalty. So as mentioned, everyone who uploads content to YouTube will now receive a warning for the first time their content crosses the line. So now you receive a warning. Although the content will be removed, there will be no other penalty on the channel. There will be only one warning, and unlike strikes, the warning will not reset after 90 days. This is different. The first strike will result in a 1-week freeze on the ability to upload any new content to YouTube, including live streaming and other channel activities. Strikes will expire after 90 days. The second strike in any 90-day period will result in a 2-week freeze on the ability to upload any new content to YouTube. And the third strike will result in a 90-day in any 90-day period. The third strike in any 90-day period will result in channel termination. So this is the brand new, I got this from the creator blog here, February 19th, 2019, just a few days ago. It says we're updating the way we give community guideline strikes to a new, simpler system We've worked with creators to understand what's working and what's not. And so this is really, to me, this really speaks a lot to, this really speaks a lot to how they want to show that they're listening to creators, but also how they're going to be enforcing. And I personally, knock on wood, I've only had copyright strikes before, and I don't monetize those videos. But let me know in the chat, has anybody here ever had a freeze out on their account? I know Brian G had one recently, but has anybody experienced any freeze outs on their account or any strikes or anything like that? RPM says it's not about what to monitor, what they watch when the world around them has issues. Interesting point. I like the way you said that. Neil says, do you think we will get to a point where all channels need to be verified, like bank account and driving license, like opening account with Sky or things like that? What is Sky? I don't know what Sky is. Is that a bank in the UK? Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that's interesting, Neil. I don't know. I think the 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers was in a way a sort of firewall to prevent, anybody from being monetized. It's sort of a way to take people, a way for them to assess if channels are serious about what they're doing. I think that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, who knows? That is pretty interesting. Maybe something like that. I'm sorry, Flash, you can't read it. Heard his channel has an effect on kids. Yes, indeed. I don't know, Neil. That's a really good point. I think that YouTube wants to have as many people on as possible. Wants to give as much airtime to people as possible. But maybe that's not the right way to go about it. Maybe the right way to go about it is to kind of have a little bit of a vetting system, is to have a little bit of a sort of, screening process to find out who are these people creating content on our platform. Is the community strikes the way to go about it, giving more free reign, or should they just, enforce some kind of community strikes, but have some kind of verifiable system as Neil? I mean, I think that's a really interesting proposition. I think it's going to cause more of an uproar if that happens. I mean, with content creators who are serious about what they do, I don't think it will, but it's an interesting concept, Neil. Luis says this all started because a YouTuber told the advertisers what was happening with kids being on YouTube. The YouTubers was not getting what it wanted. The YouTuber was not getting what it wanted. Okay, interesting. No, it's the people who run out satellite channel like Sky One and Sky Atlantic. Okay, thank you. Modern Day Tech says, my whole channel got shut down 3 or 4 years ago. No notice or anything. Really? What happened, Modern Day Tech? I'm curious. Let me know in the chat. What happened to you? Why did that happen? Let's see what's going on. I wonder why that happened. I'm really curious. No notice, no nothing. Is it your tech channel? That was a long time ago, Nez. What was a long time ago, Flash? Talk to me. Talk to me. What was a long time ago? Yeah, so I mean, this is now, so here's how I want to put this in context. So here's how I think this matters to you and me. So this is what I think. I think this is how I feel like it's going to affect you and me, and I'd love your thoughts on this. So if people can weaponize the comments section, which is what this is all about. Oh boy, it's telling me I'm getting really no good. Is it coming in okay, guys? This is so frustrating. I mean, this should have been fixed. This should not be happening at all, YouTube. YouTube, how could you do this to Professor Nez? Has anybody, we got a lot of live streamers in the chat. Has this happened to anybody at all in the last week? I haven't gone live on YouTube in quite some time. Has this happened to anybody in the last week? Oh, God, YouTube, you're killing me. You're killing me over here, YouTube. You're killing me. What are you doing to me? For crying out loud, YouTube. I just want to smash you, YouTube. In my famous Joe Pesci voice. So here's how I would like to put this in context. And let me know in the chat what you guys think. I'd like to put this in context. Hybrid Steel says, you're a bit behind on what you're talking about, Nez. You mean the community strike policy? Is that what you're talking about, Hybrid? Let me know in the chat. Well, here's what I think is really interesting, Hybrid, and I this is how I want to put this in context. I want to put this in context for us. So this is going to change the way that we incorporate our comment filters. I know a lot of you guys have been seeing other YouTubers talk about this, that they've been adding words, because now if you don't have any filters on your comments section, your channel can be demonetized, and dare I say, and actually Modern Day Tech, I just want to say, I've heard a lot of horror stories from channels who have, really done nothing wrong, gotten no warning, and got deleted. I mean, one that comes to mind is, a really big YouTuber. Her entire channel got deleted based on some misunderstanding. And that's another thing I think YouTube needs to work on, is their vetting system, their bots, and their automatic. The automatic demonetization, I think, is pretty problematic. And I think that happens all the time. Modern Day Tech says, we have reviewed the circumstances of your suspension, have concluded it is appropriate to reinstate your account. This means your account is once again. So that's the message they sent you, Modern Day Tech. Really interesting. Thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate that. Oh, when I was talking about Sky. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what Sky was. I didn't know if that was like a UK cable or whatever. Oh, your Wi-Fi. Okay, I think I see what you're talking about. So let me put in context. So now, I mean, thank God I've got moderators in the chat, and we've got such an amazing Nez Nation family, and I haven't actually done this yet, but how many people in the chat, I'm curious, what this latest YouTube Adpocalypse, I think, is creating for us creators is it's forcing us to monitor things that usually are beyond our control, but I think now they are in our control, which is to filter any words. Now we have this capacity. We probably already always had this capacity, but now there's more urgency. Let me correct that. There's more urgency to incorporate this filtered comment mechanism for our channel, because if you have any kind of comments that are malicious in nature or violent in nature or hateful in nature in any way, shape, or form towards any specific group or sect of people, your channel could be poof, vanished, just like that. And so I don't want to see that to happen to you, and I don't want to see that happen to me. So this is really, really interesting. Flash says they want us to police our comments section more and better. Yeah. And so what do you think about that? Is that something even Modern Day Tech says there's no reason or no explanation? Yeah, and I think this is an ongoing problem. This is why a lot of YouTubers, Modern Day Tech, and a lot of content creators have problems with YouTube, is because their whole kind of system and their design for going after certain channels that impinge upon the rules and policies and community guidelines, and I feel for them, because they've got how many active users a month? Millions, billions, God knows how many hours of video are uploaded every minute, some crazy, I forget, it was something nuts. But, having that kind of policing, on every, on this type of a platform, this type of a large, huge global platform, I understand that they need to employ some kind of automatic bot kind of device. However, it seems to me I've been hearing more and more that innocent channels are being impacted more so than adverse channels. Do you guys feel the same way? Let me know. Doug says, I already have set of filters in place. Fantastic, Doug. Anything you can share about that, Doug, I'd greatly appreciate it. Wow, you can even have comment section mods. Isn't that interesting? I thought that's what a mod really does, was monitor the comments and monitor everything. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Hybrid brings up a good point. That's something as creators we should be doing, to be fair. Yeah, absolutely. But, I think Hybrid, what's interesting is having a channel where you've got thousands and thousands of comments. Unless you hire people, it's almost impossible to police over everyone. And so, I don't know. It's really interesting to me. Anytime you see big companies and big ad companies leaving the platform, especially a platform like YouTube, that is, I mean, it just raises red flags all over the place. And it hurts not only YouTube, but it hurts us as creators. And you see what happened with the family channel being demonetized, and in some instances, some other channels being completely eliminated and deleted. That's bad boogie. So I would like to add this, and I'd love your thoughts on this. Creating a community of real followers, real subscribers, not worrying about view metrics and vanity metrics, but actually creating a real relational, engaged community where you understand who's who and who's what and where everybody is and what they're all about, and you make it very clear to them, this is the kind of channel that I run, this is the kind of channel that I produce, this is the type of content that I put out, and if this isn't going to be respected, you're going to be banned. You're going to be hasta la pasta. And this relates to any type of group or any type of community that you build online. I have plenty of videos on my channel about building a real community online. I'll leave that in the cards up above on the replay. But I think that what this really alludes to, what this really points to, is being a little more aware, as Hybrid said so well, being a little bit more aware of your channel, being more aware of the type of community that you're building around the content that you bring to the table. That's really important. This is about awareness. So many people, they like to just put content out there. Just throw stuff out there. Just upload. And I'm a big fan of consistency. But also, why are you uploading that content? Who are you uploading that content for? What is the video? Who does the video serve? Do you know your audience? We talk about on Nez Nation, we talk a lot about knowing who you are. We talk a lot about crafting a brand message that speaks to a specific audience. Audience is a key part of that equation. You have to know who your audience is. Hybrid says, I don't have any filtered words as of yet, and I haven't had much in the way of hate, but when I do, I'll start using them in the filtered. Now, Doug, would you say, I would say that this is, Midnight says, same here, Mike. So I would say, and I'd love your thoughts on this, Doug says, it seems YouTube prefers us to use their built-in filter to hold suspect comments for approval. Yeah, now, if you don't have this in place right now, if you don't have a filtered comment mechanism in place right now, are you at the behest? Are you of the community strikes? Are you in danger of having your channel, possibly, policed or possibly stroke against? If you don't have the comment filter in place, that could be, you could be leaving yourself vulnerable. So what I would say right now is for all of us, based on the information and the research that I've done, and I'd love your thoughts on this, based on the research that I've done, I would say everybody watching this right now, if you're a content creator, if you're somebody, which most of the people in the awesome Nez Nation family are, if you're a content creator and you're putting out content, I would say right now, even if you want to pause this live stream, go into your comment filter and start filtering out words that can really defamate your channel and put you in danger and put you in harm of getting your channel demonetized, and worst case scenario, dare I say it, deleted. I don't want that to happen to anybody. So I think this is just another way for us to be a lot more aware. It's about raising awareness. That's really what it's all about. Yeah, I do too, Flash. I think everybody should. Check your comments every single day, all the time. Luis says, the YouTuber that told the advertisers about the kids on YouTube was being a baby because, I don't know why this is so gnarly big. Let's see here. This shouldn't be that big. Tech for Your Needs says that YouTuber that told the advertisers about the kids on YouTube was being a baby because YouTube didn't give the YouTuber what it wanted. That is how everything got started. Interesting. Well, regardless, the damage has been done. So we need to, I think this is what I try to do on this channel, what I try to do on this live stream is to put all these social media and tech news in context so we can better understand what's going on and how we can adapt to the latest innovations and the latest features that are happening on YouTube. That's what I think. Hybrid says, YouTube puts comments into spam reviews, so I just sieve through them over time. Yeah, very good. RPM Nexus says, from the start of my channel, I had my comment section held for you for any comment unless they are approved. Occasionally a comment gets through, which that is the problem. Yes, Yes. It's so funny because I think even right now, I'm not following my own advice. I think even right now, I've got publish all comments on there. But it's funny because even though I have publish all comments or open to publishing all comments, I still get comments that are held in review that are spam or potentially spam all the time. Even though on my channel, I've clicked on the feature to allow all comments to be published. So does anybody else have that? Let me know in the chat if anybody else has seen that for themselves as well. How's the stream coming in right now, guys? I pretty much turned off HD. I wonder if I go back to HD, what'll happen. It'll probably tell me some bamboozler. I'm going to put back on HD and see if this is okay. Let's see here. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is, if you have a team, if you have a VA, if you've got an assistant, that's fantastic. I would have a new meeting with them ASAP about everything that's happening on YouTube. And I think also this is a good time for everybody to just, I think this is also a good time to just really do an overall audit of all your content, of all the comments, maybe even videos that you forgot about in the past. Check out what people are saying. Pay a little bit more attention. You know what this really all boils down to? Is pay more attention to your community. Find out who are the people. I mean, I know parents that don't know anything about what their kids do on a day-to-day basis, which is absolutely bonkers to me. You're the parent. You should know. You're the parent of your brand. It's your baby. Take care of it. Find out what people are talking about. Find out how your content is being construed, how it's being perceived, what people are saying about it, what people are doing with your content. Maybe even do a Google search and find out where your content lies. I've found content in the strangest of places. I know some people whose entire digital product has been remolded and recrafted and completely copyrighted by some ghost accounts, and they're making money off of it. It's just, you got to be, this is the sort of dark side of the web that nobody wants to talk about, but it's really, really important. Patty says, I need to do this filter also. Thankfully, I've always had nice comments, except for one dude that was more of a troll. But I check each comment almost as soon as it comes in. Yeah, very good, Patty. And that's going to get harder and harder to do as you get bigger. It's going to get harder and harder to do as you get bigger, and as we all grow together, it's going to be a lot more difficult, okay? So I think it's good to put some devices in place now that you can sort of, incorporate some preventative measures. Yes, Doug says it's worth revisiting for sure. Thank you so much, Luis and Midnight. RPM says, in a way, this is good because other platforms like social media and Twitch can see what's going on and they can start taking action as well. That's very well said, RPM. And this is kind of what I talk a lot about on the channel, is that a lot of these things, don't worry about it, Neil, that's okay. A lot of these things really end up being a very, very big blessing for all of us content creators. A lot of these this is the whole impetus, this is the whole premise of this show. All these things that happen, and they happen so rapidly and so fast, every single week, almost every single day, there's new things happening. I really love talking to you guys about them, putting them through a lens or a prism that helps us, that supports us, that informs us in a better way of how we can take advantage of it and how we can, we can safeguard these beautiful babies, this content. I consider them all my beautiful babies. We can safeguard this content together. It's really, really important. Yeah, that's right, RPM. Very nice. Louise says, what happens if you're a big channel or video goes viral? That is hard to maintain. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. That's why I think, thank you, Modern Day Tech. So great to see you guys. That's why I think it's important that you have some things in place now. And maybe the comment filter, Doug can speak to this, and everybody else can speak to this as well. Having the comment filter, understanding this and getting that thing cooking right now is probably a smart thing to do as a YouTuber and on your YouTube channel. Okay, moving on. Some pretty big tech news. Now, I mean, I run most of my business on this dude right here. And I know most of you guys do too. This is, look at my little Niminati. You see I got this at VidCon. This is my Niminati phone holder. Can y'all see that? I'm an official member of Niminati. I know a lot of you guys are too. So I run my entire business pretty much. I run all my emails. I communicate with my students. I communicate all my communications, all my proposals, my invoices, my payment processing. It's all done on this thing. So I'm a big, I try to keep my eye on what's going on in the tech world related to these devices that help me with my ability to share my story with the world, as well as you guys, and help me to run my businesses, help me to do what I need to do to take care of my family and take care of my loved ones. And so I think that this invention is one of the greatest inventions since the wheel, since sliced bread, since the car. I think that's how amazing this invention is. Well, I want to talk to you about 2 brand new tech releases that just came out this past week, and what they really mean and what their impact could be for you and I. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. We got a lot of great tech channels, tech creators in the chat, Luis, and many, many more. I know, there's a lot of tech people, modern day tech. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. And I want to talk to you about the release of, wait for it, the release of the Galaxy Samsung Fold, not the S10. The S10 or the 10S, I'm sorry, is already out, but the Galaxy, the Samsung Galaxy Fold, and then Huawei's reaction to that. The Huawei just came out with a foldable phone as well, and that is the Mate X foldable phone. So I want to talk to you guys about what these phones are all about, and what do you guys think of these phones? I mean, are these phones really even worth the price of admission? I mean, and when I say the price of admission, guys, we're talking like, whoa, this is like some insane stuff here. And let me just give you really quickly. I want to just show you this picture really quickly of the Samsung foldable phone, which is called the Samsung Galaxy Fold. Okay, I'm going to show you right now, and I want you to tell me if you can see this. Just a picture of it right there on the screen. You can see that it's almost like this, almost like a mini tablet, if you will, that you can actually fold in half and then unfold it to get this larger screen. Now, this is not a review. I'm not a review channel. I mean, maybe I will in the future. I don't know. But I'm not somebody who reviews tech. But these are some of the latest announcements and latest releases in tech that I think impact us as creators and brands and businesses. And I'd like to talk to you guys about it because I think it's really, really interesting. Yes, now we're talking, Luis. Patty says, do you think YouTube will go as far as 12 years and check comments? My first video has about 500 comments, but most of the odd ones are, how come your fingers aren't covered in blood? You know what? That's a good question, Patty. Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think the Galaxy Fold is even more than that. I think it's even more than that, Galaxy. Yeah, I'm not really sure either. Christian. Christian says, I'm not even sure what problem foldable phones are meant to solve. I mean, I think it's just it's almost like it's trying to it's like almost like a mini tablet and an iPhone, or not an iPhone, but any phone having a baby. If they had a baby, that's what this would be. It's just getting a little bit more screen. And I also, quite frankly, I totally agree with Bree here. I do. I agree with you as well, Bree. Bree says, I just don't understand these phones. I almost feel, and I'd love to hear from the tech guys in the chat. As soon as I saw the significant bezels at top and bottom of the Fold, I was out. Totally not worth it. It's well more than 1,700 too, hybrid. It's like 20. Last I checked, it was like 2,800 or 2,700, something abominable. Or I know it was over 2,000. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. Brad says, I saw a pretty awesome demo of the Samsung foldable phone the other day. Very cool, very expensive. The idea is that you can unfold the phone into a small tablet. So that's it. that's it right there. And let me see if I can find some more photos here just to give it a little bit more context. Yeah, so, I mean, well, actually, here, I'm going to show you this because I think this is probably the best sort of kind of idea on how to get the, this is the Huawei version right here. Check this out, guys. Check out this picture right there. Look at that right there. So it folds behind each other so that it's a thicker phone. But yeah, I think what Brad said is very poignant, and so nice to see you, Brad. By the way, miss you, brother. We got to chat sometime soon. Okay, so Louise says, let's see here. Louise says that the Galaxy is $1,900. Okay, the Huawei Mate X, which is what we're looking at right now, is $2,600. I mean, my God, you could buy a desktop. You could buy, I mean, but I guess it doesn't really matter because, I guess it really doesn't matter because this is where we do all of our business, right? I mean, you hear of a lot of people ditching laptops nowadays and going straight for, doing most of their stuff on their phone or tablet. People not bringing laptops with them on business trips anymore because they can do everything on their phone or tablet. Maybe this is the perfect marriage of both. I don't know. If any of you guys have done a review on this, or if I know MKBHD and a lot of big YouTubers have done reviews on this, and Unbox Therapy just did a review on, I think, the Galaxy Fold. It's really, I mean, is this the future of smartphones? Midnight Madness says, I think this phone is going to flop. Why do you think that, Midnight Madness? Do you think we don't need this kind of space? Hybrid says it has 2 batteries and 6 cameras. That's pretty. Yeah, let me, maybe I could cover some of the specs here. 1 second. Okay. Hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully everything's okay, Flash. Flash says 70 mile per hour winds. Holy macadamia nut. I hope you're okay. You know what, Patty? I agree with you. I am too. Patty says, I'm just an Apple girl. Yeah, I can't. I mean, everything I do is Mac. It's pretty. Even this live streaming software, which is kind of driving me crazy right now, is all designed for Mac. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Yes, Brad, $1,900, $1,980. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I have an iPhone 8 Plus, Bree. I have an 8 iPhone 8 Plus. Yeah, so I totally get what you're talking about. I can't really do anything more than I can't do anything other than I really just can't. I'm not saying I might not switch, but I really can't do anything other than Apple. I really can't. Let me try to go over some specs for you. And I think Brad just shared a very cool article. Yeah, I'd like to go over some specs, and just to kind of see if I can cover what those specs are for the Galaxy and the Huawei. And I'm going to kind of look these up really quickly because these are really interesting. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure if this is something that. So the Samsung Galaxy phone, okay, it's got 512 gigabytes of memory, 7.3-inch Infinity Flex display, which folds into a compact device with a cover display. It has a 10 megapixel selfie camera. That's the cover camera resolution. The front camera resolution, 10 megapixel selfie camera with a 8 megapixel RGB depth camera. The rear camera is 6 megapixels ultra wide camera with a 12 megapixel wide angle dual pixel. Wow. So, I mean, telephoto, it sounds pretty amazing, the specs on the phone. It sounds pretty remarkable, actually. And so at that price point, I would say it probably should be, or it has to be. It better be, for crying out loud. Yeah, so it's interesting stuff. I mean, this is, an LG just came out, I think, just today, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but LG just came out with something recently that, is sort of not a foldable phone, but it's a screen. It's basically 2 screens. So I don't know. It's really interesting. Modern Day Tech says, I'm Mac'd for almost everything, but I have a couple other brands just for testing. Yeah, I hope the winds are okay over there. Midnight Madness. Hybrid says, I think they took the idea from the Westworld TV show. Will be about soon. And boom, a few years later. Yeah, I love that show, by the way. Really interesting. Brad says, let's see. Brad says, I'm a Samsung guy, but this is so far over the top, I have no interest in getting it. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely. This is what I think. A part of me thinks that these guys just want to. It's kind of that culture of mine's bigger than yours. It's the mine bigger than yours culture. And I can come up with something. It's just different, unique. But there is such a thing as going. I think being different and unique is important, but being different and unique just for being different and unique's sake is a big problem. I think that's a huge problem. I think usually things like this it's almost like self-indulgence. It's a testament to self-indulgence, which I'm not really a big fan of. I like functional, pragmatic things when it comes to those type of devices. And if it's not functional and pragmatic, and if it's just for kind of wow effect, I'm usually not interested. RPM says, don't know why they needed the new S10 or the Fold. The Note, yeah, the Note was like phenomenally well received too. Yeah, exactly. Me too, Bree. Apple forever. I don't have a tablet because I don't need it. Phone, Mac, Apple Watch. I don't have the watch. How do you like the watch? I never got the watch. Luis says, foldable phones are first generation. I don't recommend it. Wait for the third. Yeah, I think that's true. That's why I didn't get the 10. I got the iPhone 8 Plus. So what I use right now is the iPhone 8 Plus, and it's phenomenal for me. I love it. I didn't get the 10 or the X or whatever the hell you want to call it, because I knew that it was in its first iteration. And usually first iterations go through a lot of bugs. And how many people? Let me know in the chat. Are you an Android Samsung fan? Or are you an Apple fan? Let me know in the chat. I'd like to know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let's see here. Louise says Galaxy Fold, when his Fold is a 4.6 inch, too small for a lot of bezels. That's really interesting that you say that. Hybrid says, I don't think I'll get it, as I don't think they will make a protector case for it, as I'm a tad clumsy. I think more than a tad, Hybrid. Just teasing. I think tad is putting it mildly, Hybrid Steel. Yeah, my take on the foldable phone is, do I really, if it's not absolutely necessary and it's not something, I mean, it might be really cool, it might be really unique, it might be really interesting, but at that price point, for me to invest that much money, and I'm sure Apple's going to come up with something in the fall that's going to probably rival something like that, or at least try to maybe try to go over the top even more. I don't know. To me, it's really about, I want a lot of storage because I want to be able to put things on my phone and shoot things with my phone and micro content and that. And I like fast. So if it's faster and I got more storage and more battery life is a big deal with me. Honestly, I could care less about all the sort of features and all the sort of, space and all that. I have the 8 Plus because I'm old and I need to see. But other than that, I don't really know if I have to. Yes, Super Dave says Apple. Let's see. Hybrid says, I'm on an S8 for more than 2 years. Very nice. Interesting. Thank you, Brad. It's so great to see you, man. Thank you so much for showing up. Sorry for the poor quality of the stream to everybody, actually, even though now it says it's healthy. Am I coming in HD at all, guys, or am I not coming in HD? Let me know if I'm coming in at HD. Am I coming in at HD? Launchpad says, I'm on an iPhone 7 and don't have any planned upgrades soon. Really interesting. I had a 7 for a while, but I do like the 8. Bree says, I love my watch. Okay, very cool. Let's see. Apple, yes, Patty says Apple. Fantastic. Midnight Madness says, I think I'll be good with my Note 8 for a few more years. Yeah, it's interesting. You don't have to upgrade every single you don't have to upgrade every single time. You just don't have to do that. It's not necessary. Am I coming in HD, guys, or am I not coming in HD? Please let me know if I am. I don't think I am I? Probably not. Let me know if I'm coming in at HD. So that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Now, it'll be curious to see what Apple's response is to the foldable phone. It seems like Huawei and a lot of and Android and Samsung have really. I mean, why did they do this? Why did they do this? Am I coming in? I know. Am I coming in 720? That's my question. Hybrid, you smart aleck. That was my question, you Momo. You're 720, Nez. Okay, cool. At least I'm 720. Fantastic. Hybrid, you know I love you, but I love to roast you too. I love to roast you because you're such a good roastee. And you're a good roaster, which I like. Okay, last but not least, I wanted to talk about the MV88. I want to stay on tech for just a second. And that is, have you guys heard about the brand new audio microphone MV88 Plus iPhone video kit, soon to be on Android too, I believe. And there's this awesome video that I'd like to share because it's just totally, totally killer. And I'm going to show it to you right now. And I just think it's a killer video. Everybody check this out. Hold on one second. You got to check this out. For anybody, this is really for anybody who's a vlogger, for anybody who is a who shoots a lot of content on their iPhone. Shure has the MV88 lightning adapter that just goes right into your phone. I don't have either or of those, but I'm really thinking about getting the brand new. Thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate it. Thank you, Flash. Flash is back. Good to see you, Flash. Hybrid says, I burn everything. Roasting isn't my gig. You're a good roaster. I like it, Hybrid. That impression you did of me on your channel was fantastic. Yeah, so better than 420. Smoke weed every day. Thank you, Midnight. So if you're somebody like me who likes to vlog with their phone or likes to shoot on-the-go stuff with your mobile devices, this might be, and most of us know that our cameras have pretty amazing video quality, but the audio quality, not so much. Well, I'm really curious, and I'll leave a link in the description below. I don't think I have yet, but I'll leave a link in the description below for this. This has been the sort of hottest sort of brand new tech for people who want extra, oomph to their audio. And I would like to watch this video really quickly. Let me know if you guys can actually, hear it. But check this out, you guys. This is...
It is the first generation is an iOS only, real small mic that plugs directly into iPhones. What we've done with the 88 Plus...
Check this out. Can you guys hear the video?
Plug into more devices.
Hey, Roz, good to see you.
Mounting and positioning options. So really, configurability and flexibility is what we're talking about here. In the box, there is the microphone itself. There is a microphone clip that has a shoe mount and a 1/4-inch thread on the bottom here. There's a phone clamp, which has a 1/4-inch thread. There's this awesome Manfrotto Pixie stand that comes in the box.
Can you guys hear this?
It's a really neat little roll-up case.
This is the MV88 Plus video kit.
Velcro's shut. And that's what gets thrown in your bag instead of 9 accessories like that.
What happened, Flash?
This is the stereo microphone, and what really comes alive is our app here. Sorry, hand a sec. So this is our free motive app, and this is where all the settings come alive. So,
yeah, D. All right, D's in the house. Good to see you, D.
And what's really neat about it is you can change.
Can you guys hear the actual video that I'm playing?
Say you're at a musical performance.
Let me know if you can hear the video. If not, this is kind of a waste of time.
Something really immersive, big, obvious left to right stereo stuff. Open it up wide, amazing stereo.
It comes with a video app. How cool is that?
And you want to do an interview and you want to kind of focus in on what you're recording. Then all you got to do is bring that in a little bit, and that physically changes how the microphone picks up. You can also change different color patterns. You can adjust the front of the microphone, which is awesome for sort of YouTube-style selfie videos. You can do just the sides, which is an easy, awesome way to do interviews. And there's even more configuration options here. There's a limiter, a compressor, a high-pass filter, and an equalizer. So say you like your microphones a little bit brighter or a little bit warmer, all you got to do is change the
D, did you say you're going to get one of these?
What's really cool about all this is while we're using the app as a control surface, everything is actually changing in the microphone itself. So what that means is all the settings that you dial in, live in the microphone until you come back and change them. You can take this to a different device that's never seen the microphone before. You can take it to a different app. It works great with the built-in camera app or GarageBand, those type of things. It's really flexible, physically and
cool
virtually,
that looks.
and has a whole lot of values, a bunch of stuff and some wonderful accessories in the box. So it's $249. It's available today, and that's the MV88 Plus video kit.
Pretty expensive, but, overall, probably not so expensive. Let me go back to you guys now. So really interesting. I mean, I have done a lot of testing because I do a lot of on-the-go shooting for content with my phone. And I've done a lot of testing of different audio mics. I was not happy, to be honest, with the Rode Video Micro. I was not happy with a lot of the Rode products, actually, that you plug into your phone. And the Shure MV88 that Justin Brown from Primal Video and others, and I know I think D did a review as well, the MV88 Shure is a fantastic model, and it just plug right into your phone. Well, now this just came out at the Winter CES, and there was a video at the London VidCon that I had to watch, and I think it was shared by Doug in the YouTube video in our Facebook group. I was blown away by the capacity of this. I mean, it's literally like a video kit, toolkit, set up on the go. I'm not sure what the live streaming capability of it is, but it sounded like I'm so sorry to hear that, Flash. I hope everything goes well. I'm really sorry to hear that. I appreciate you being here. Really, really, really sorry to hear that you're going through that right now. Believe me, I had my roof problems very recently as well. Luis says, I use my Rode Video Micro with special cable with the adapter for my phone. Yeah. Now, how do you like the sound of that, Luis? I never really got really good sound from that. Oh yeah, Patty, I'm sure that would be a great test. Now, $249 is pretty expensive. That's almost $300 there. And, that can be, I always round up. That could be a pretty hefty dollar amount. But I mean, if you think about video gear and camera gear in general, I think that's a really fair price. The Video Micro is not quite that expensive, and other phone adapters for audio are not that expensive. The reason I'm sharing this on today's show, Social Media and Tech News, is because it was $249. And actually, you know what? I'm going to go to Amazon right now. And I don't even know if this is available yet. Is this available yet, D, if you're still in the house? Let me see if this is even available. Can you buy this right now? So, yeah, let me share screen really quickly, and I'll show you what it's retailing for right now. So it looks like it's $249 on Amazon. It's got only 4 reviews right now. And this is the actual Shure seller site for Amazon. So Shure MV88 Plus video kit with digital stereo condenser microphone, built-in headphone output for real-time monitoring, which I think that's really the coolest part. Besides the pickup, but the different options and functionalities and the app that comes with it, the video app that comes with it. It includes lightning cable, USB-C cable, phone clamp, shoe mount mic clip. I mean, you get a lot for your money. I mean, I don't know. I mean, D and others would probably know better than I would. Is this a decent price for something like this? I mean, I would say that I would think that it is. I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, look at all that stuff that you get. I mean, this is pretty cool. All that stuff that you get. Look at that. I mean, you get a lot with this, plus the video app. So that's a pretty cool looking tripod right there. Yeah. So I mean, I think that this is something that I think I'm going to definitely get, and I think others should look into this as well, because I think this could be a game changer for as we're building our brand, as we're building content. I don't know about you guys, but I'm on the run. I like to vlog a lot. I like to use my phone for vlogging a lot. I don't invest and maybe I will. I might change that, but I don't have the DSLR $4,000 Canon 50D or whatever cameras. I like doing everything with my mobile device. To me, it's all about really I think the video quality suffices for me. For me, the biggest deal breaker is audio. I want people to be able to hear my audio when I'm doing client calls or coaching calls or even coaching students. I like to record all that in a sort of blog narrative storytelling fashion. And so this is something that really intrigues me. That's why I love what Dee's doing so much on his channel. And so Dee says for a mobile kit, it's good. Yeah, so fantastic. And I don't know anything that's really comparable to this device. So I'm really curious to see. Let me see here. Louise says no one has complained yet. They told me it's an improvement. Okay, fantastic. Wait, are you talking about? What are you talking about? Wow, Roz says $594 in Aussie land. Holy macadamia nut. So I don't know what the exchange rate is for Aussie dollars and US dollars. Can you let me know? I have no idea what that is. Midnight Madness says, I know I got a tripod like that free with a bag I bought for $20 last year. Okay, interesting. So Modern Day Tech, so these are the people I rely on. Modern Day Tech, Dee and Luis and others. I think that thing is expensive for what it is. It's definitely not cheap. I definitely agree. I don't think it's, I don't know if it's as expensive as gosh, if I could count all the audio equipment that I've bought for my phone, woo, we're talking, I don't even want to say that number out loud, to be quite honest. I might just shock myself into a coma right now. And you guys wouldn't want to see me in a coma, would you? Oh, wait. All right, sorry, I'm back. I think it is definitely not cheap. I don't know if I'm going to say expensive, but I don't think it's cheap. Launchpad Christian says, I'd be curious as to the audio quality in shotgun mode. I'm using the Boya Lav, and I love it, but the audio picks up every time I move my arm. Yeah, see, I don't like lav mics. I've pretty much tried every lav mic on the planet. I don't like them. I just don't like the lav mics. I really don't. Hey, Dee, by the way, let me know how I'm coming in on your end. I've been having... How did your stream go this morning? Did you have a lot of problems with YouTube and streaming in HD? I've just... I don't know what's going on. But let me know how I'm coming in on your end. You're in Chiang Mai right now, right, Dee? Dee says the reason it's expensive is because of the tripod. Manfrotto is expensive. That's why it's expensive, Dee? I'm kind of surprised to hear you say that. Lose the stand and the grip, and it's probably $150, $175. Really? I don't even need the tripod. I wonder if they'll issue... Is there a... Oh, hold on a second. Let me see. I wonder if there's a... Okay, so it's coming in bad, Dee? Yeah, I usually stream in 1080, and I was doing fantastic earlier today, but then I went on YouTube. I guess I should always stream in 720, which I actually even took off. I stopped shooting. I stopped streaming even in HD at all. I wonder if there is a comparable package where you can just get the actual mic itself with. I'd still like the video. The video app and the rig, but necessarily not the tripod. If that's the big difference, I wonder. Modern Day Tech says you can get mini Joby, a phone holder, and a Rode Video Micro for about half the price. Well, see, we were just talking about that though. Modern Day. I didn't like the Rode Video Micro. I didn't sense that much of a difference. I really didn't. I thought the audio quality was about the same as when I was using just the regular audio in my iPhone. I got to be honest with you. So I don't know if I know that I've been hearing great things about the Shure product, especially the MV88. The prior version of this one, this is the brand new latest version with the kit. But yes, okay. So you guys are both saying the same thing. Dee says the same thing as Modern Day. Lose the Manfrotto and you get it. It becomes a lot cheaper. That's interesting. I mean, $249 is a lot, but again, when I look at the broad perspective of how much I spend on video gear and audio gear, holy macadamia nut. That is a hefty check, y'all. It's a hefty check. You know, it takes a lot to make this come alive. I ain't, you know, it's not easy making this look preezy. It just ain't easy. Okay, very cool. So Dee's going to do, and by the way, I'll leave a link to Dee's channel below, and everybody should go subscribe to Modern Day Tech, Luis, Christian, Flash, Patty. You guys should all go subscribe to these channels because they do amazing stuff, amazing content creators. Everybody you see in the live chat is fantastic. But yeah, it looks like Dee's going to do a comparison on the Rode versus the Shure, and I'm going to definitely make sure to check that video out. Thank you so much, Dee. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, hey, it's been absolutely fantastic talking to you guys. I apologize. It drives me crazy. I thought we really had all these kind of lagging and buffering issues figured out, but it looks like, I don't know, man. I just don't know what to do. I've done everything in the book. Everything's been going so smooth for so long, and then bam, just when I thought everything was beautiful, just when I thought I could get out, they bring me back in. I can't get out of it. It's a really bad Al Pacino impression. But anyway, another episode of Social Media and Tech News. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell notification if you want the best information, insight, context on how you can brand yourself, how you can share your story with the world and impact the audience that will be affected the most by what you have to say. Then you need to click subscribe to our channel here and click that bell notification. You can see this awesome live stream family that we have here. You can see the awesome Nez Nation family, the Niminati family. Hey, Dee, don't forget, Dee, check this out before you go. I got you covered, brother. I'm an official member of the Niminati. You best believe it. And Dee's an official member of Nez Nation. So it's great to see you guys. And I just want to say really quickly, make sure that you subscribe because we publish videos, new videos every single week. Videos that help you discover your purpose, communicate your message so you can impact your audience. I am Professor Nez, your personal branding coach, speaker, business owner, as well as an actual business communications professor and a live stream nut job. I'm a live stream cuckoo, live stream cuckoo. I love doing this, love talking to you guys, love sharing, love inspiring, love educating, love enlightening, whether I'm in 28, 360, what the hell is it? 720 or 320 or whatever the hell it is, buffering or not buffering, I'm going to bring it to you. I am going to bring it to you. Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate that. I'm bringing it to you live, y'all. So fantastic to see you. Thank you so much, Super Dave. Thank you so much, Flash Fam. Put in a hashtag Flash Fam. Thank you, Patty. Patty, I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It really means a lot to me. You guys just absolutely rock my world, and I'll see you guys next week. I love y'all, and stay tuned, stay tuned. Don't forget, I have all the links in the description down below, links with if you want to go to ProfessorNez.com, links if you want a little bit more from the greatest online training academy on the planet, taught by yours truly. Go to BeyondTheBoxAcademy.com. Enrollment is free. Get in there, y'all. Get in there. The courses cost money, but enrollment is free. So I'd love for you to get into our academy. And it's just been an absolute... Hey, thank you so much, Hybrid. Hybrid, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mia, you're late. Where the hell have you been, Mia? How could you be late to my class? Go to detention right now, young lady. I don't think I've ever said that in my entire career. I want to say a big thank you, by the way. Thank you, Roz. Huge thank you to Roz. I want to say a big thank you to DH, to DHYT, Doug Hewson, my man who I call DH. I'm always really happy to see you because DH and just like everybody in the Nez Nation family, so much integrity, so much just unbelievable wisdom and knowledge and wherewithal. I just love having you guys on the screen. And thank you so much. Me, I'm just kidding. You're totally fine. I'm totally teasing. Hashtag Flash Fam. That's a phrase that I coined, and it's so perfect. It's so perfect for Flash, isn't it? Hashtag Flash Fam. What up, Flash Fam? I think it's fantastic. Anonymous 10, good to see you, brother. Thank you so much. Are you at the joint right now? I'll probably see you in about 20 minutes. Good to see you, Anon 10, as always. I apologize if I showed a little frustration on tonight's stream. It really drives me crazy because I want to bring the best quality live stream to you guys. I really do mean it when I say this gives me more joy. This gives me more excitement seeing people like Christian and D and Flash and Hybrid and Neil, Patty, Cricket, the whole crew, Mia, Super Dave, Luis. I mean, I know I'm forgetting some people. Modern Day Tech. I really love seeing you guys every single week. You guys really get my juices cooking. And so, I feel terrible. I really do. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel excited, elated to see you, but at the same time, very dejected about what's been happening with my streams lately. Lately, just today. Lately, they haven't all been going like that. I mean, it's interesting. I streamed in 1080 on Twitch earlier today. I streamed in 1080 on Facebook earlier today. I streamed in 1080 on Periscope earlier today. What in the void is going on with you? Hey, YouTube, give me a jingle because you're about to lose the best creator on the planet. What's wrong with you, YouTube? Do you really want to miss this? I'm sure YouTube gives a rat's ass about me. That's the roasting, getting the juices out. I love it, Hybrid. Hybrid, you can roast me any day of the week. I love getting roasted. I absolutely love it. Yes, Flash, I absolutely love it. I want that t-shirt. By the way, yours is on the way. Okay, Anon, very cool. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know you're kind of hanging out in the background. All you dudes and dudettes who've been hanging out in the background and haven't been really chatting, I love you. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It really, really means a lot to me. I mean, it's interesting, D. I have no problem. It's just YouTube. I actually have streamed a couple of times on YouTube at 1080. It's just YouTube is the biggest struggle for me. And I think it's just because... it's just a huge ass platform. There's just too many people going live at the same time. Probably it's gotta be. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get some Flash Fam shirts for sure. And by the way, if you want a Nez Nation shirt, only the people who are watching live. No, I'm kidding. Send me a DM because I don't want you to pay for anything. Send me a DM. If you're out of the country, I gotta meet you at a conference because for some reason, I don't know why. I still need to figure this out. I haven't been able to send anything to Hybrid or Neil, which I want to. Neil, I'm going to see at Vid Summit. Come to Vid Summit. I'm going to have a bunch of Nez Nation shirts, and I want you guys to have them for free, okay? So this will give you incentive to come say hi to me. I'm also going to be at VidCon. I might even be at Summit Live, and God knows what other conference I'm going to be at. I'll be at Social Media Marketing World. If you're going to be at Social Media Marketing World, I will definitely be there in San Diego in a couple of weeks, but I'll definitely be at Vid Summit next October, so I would love to see you guys, and I'll bring a bunch of Nez Nation shirts, and they'll all be probably extra large because unless you send me a special request. Absolutely, D. No problem at all. Thank you again so much. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and don't ever forget, don't let the little dude inside your head, whose favorite word is can't, get in your way. Mindset and messaging. That's what we're all about here at Nez Nation. Get your mindset right so you can craft your message right. And when you craft your mindset and you craft your message, your audience clearly understands who you are and they get more impacted. And that's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. Authenticity, speaking from a place of truth, of authenticity, and get that thing cooking and watch your life transform. You will revolutionize your life. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here on the stream. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And this is Professor Nez signing off, your personal branding coach. I will see you guys next time. Thank you, guys. Love y'all.